For nearly 5 decades, Voyager 1 has journeyed through the infinite emptiness of interstellar space, a solitary sentinel far beyond the reach of our solar system. A relic of human ingenuity, it has ventured farther than any artifact ever crafted, into realms where the sun's influence fades to nothingness. Long regarded as a fading emissary, its signals growing ever fainter as nuclear power dwindles and instruments succumb to the cold, it was expected to drift eternally in silence, a testament to exploration's limits. Yet in a twist that defies all logic and preparation, Voyager 1 has encountered something impossible. Not a distant star, not a rogue asteroid, but an anomaly that suggests contact with an unknown entity or force, altering its path in ways no earthly command could explain. Mere hours before this deviation, the probe detected a structured signal, a rhythmic pulse embedded in cosmic waves, originating from no known source, matching no catalog phenomenon, and hinting at deliberate intent. Now, with its systems inexplicably reoriented, Voyager appears to be responding, or perhaps being drawn, toward an unseen presence. What lurks in that abyssal void? What force compelled it to awaken from its dormant voyage? To grasp the profound impossibility of this event, we must trace back to the origins of the mission. In 1977, two probes were launched into the cosmos, Voyager 1 and its sibling, Voyager 2, engineered to exploit a celestial alignment that recurs only every 176 years. This grand tour harnessed gravitational assists from Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, flinging the spacecraft outward at unprecedented speeds. Voyager 1's primary directive focused on intimate encounters with Jupiter and Saturn, beaming back groundbreaking visuals that reshaped our understanding of the outer worlds. Fiery eruptions on Io's surface, intricate braids in Saturn's rings, the enigmatic methane shroud of Titan. These revelations unveiled dynamic, living systems where once only stillness was assumed. Beyond these triumphs, the probe pressed onward, surpassing Pluto's distant orbit, piercing the heliopause, and entering the uncharted expanse of interstellar space, where solar winds yield to galactic currents. Year after year, it persisted, its data stream thinning, yet unwavering in its role as humanity's farthest eye, measuring the subtle dances of particles and fields in a domain untouched by any prior machine. Through the decades, Voyager 1 relayed sparse but vital insights, fluctuations in plasma waves, shifts in magnetic orientations, bursts of cosmic rays from distant supernovae. But in its 48th year of flight, amid the expected quietude, an anomaly emerged from the depths of its sensors. A persistent, low-amplitude oscillation appeared in the plasma wave data, a vibration that hummed with uncanny regularity. Initially dismissed as potential artifact from degrading hardware or interstellar interference, the signal endured scrutiny. Captured by ground-based arrays across the globe, it revealed no ties to solar activity, no echoes of known pulsars, no signatures of black hole mergers. This hum pulsed at intervals defying random noise, exhibiting harmonic progressions akin to mathematical sequences, as if encoded with purpose rather than chaos. Teams of researchers delved into archives, comparing it against every recorded cosmic whisper, from the cosmic microwave background to gravitational wave ripples, and found no parallel. The enigma deepened. Could this be the echo of an undiscovered interstellar medium, or something more? A beacon that Voyager had unwittingly intercepted. Then, in a development that shattered complacency, Voyager 1 executed an uncommanded alteration in its trajectory, a precise pivot no mission control had authorized. This was no mere drift. Telemetry confirmed activation of long-dormant thrusters, expending precious hydrazine to realign the craft's attitude. Powered by a plutonium-fueled generator now yielding a fraction of its original output, such maneuvers were reserved for emergencies, their fuel cells nearing exhaustion after years of inactivity. Investigations ruled out software glitches or cosmic ray strikes. No latent code triggered this shift. Intriguingly, the new orientation directed Voyager's antiquated instruments toward a void in the constellation Ophiuchus, a patch of sky barren of notable stars, devoid of nebulae or clusters, and absent any detectable gravitational lensing. Why this empty expanse? What invisible anomaly had the probe's sensors flagged? At over 15 billion miles from home, where communication lags stretch to nearly a day round trip, autonomy is illusion. Yet here was evidence of initiative, as if Voyager had sensed a pull, a gravitational whisper or electromagnetic lure, compelling it to gaze into the unknown. In the ensuing days, Voyager's downlink evolved in ways that amplified the mystery, with incoming data packets bearing embedded irregularities, subtle phase shifts, and amplitude modulations that, when decoded, formed coherent patterns. These weren't degradation artifacts. Spectral analysis unveiled repeating motifs, fractal-like symmetries echoing principles of information theory. Experts from diverse fields, astrophysicists, signal processors, even theoretical mathematicians, converged on the data, detecting resemblances to error-correcting codes used in deep space transmissions. Speculation arose. Might this represent a feedback loop where Voyager's own emissions were being reflected, amplified, or perhaps mimicked by an external agent? Emerging theories invoked quantum entanglement in interstellar plasmas or interactions with hypothetical dark energy fields. But the pattern's adaptability suggested reciprocity, as if the probe was engaged in a silent dialogue. The possibility that this encounter stemmed from the probe's outbound signals, carrying telemetry and echoes of Earth broadcasts, ignited debates. Had Voyager brushed against a responsive medium, one that doesn't broadcast but listens and replies in kind? As the anomaly persisted, confidential assemblies convened at mission headquarters, drawing engineers, plasma physicists, and veteran controllers into urgent deliberations. What began as routine anomaly resolution escalated into fervent discourse. Skeptics attributed the shifts to cascading system failures, a confluence of thermal stresses and radiation damage manifesting as phantom commands. Yet proponents of extraordinary explanations highlighted the precision. The trajectory adjustment aligned Voyager with a hypothetical line toward the galactic center, where supermassive black holes and dense star fields could harbor exotic phenomena. With each transmission, the embedded patterns grew more intricate, incorporating prime number sequences and golden ratios, hallmarks of structured intelligence rather than natural turbulence. The team grappled with protocols untested in reality. How to interpret data that hints at interaction without veering into unfounded alarm? In hushed tones, they pondered the threshold where science yields to the profound. What if this isn't mere physics, but a threshold crossing, where isolation ends and connection begins? Word of the irregularities seeped into broader academic circles, sparking a surge of unsolicited scrutiny from global institutions. Observatories recalibrated telescopes toward Voyager's vector, scanning for infrared anomalies or radio bursts, while theorists posited encounters with rogue planets or primordial black holes, invisible masses warping space-time subtly enough to influence a lightweight probe. One provocative hypothesis emerged from computational modelers. The detected hum and subsequent modulations bore statistical similarities to self-organizing systems in chaos theory, akin to how neural networks evolve patterns from noise. More unsettling was a cross-disciplinary analysis linking the signal's cadence to historical SETI efforts, where humanity's outbound messages, binary encoded maps and greetings, might have elicited a delayed response. Could this be an echo chamber of the cosmos, where our probes serve as unwitting intermediaries? The discourse amplified unease, blending empirical rigor with speculative wonder. If Voyager has intersected a boundary layer of unknown physics, or worse, a sentinel of advanced processes, then our models of the universe fracture, revealing layers we've only glimpsed in equations. At Voyager's inception, a profound artifact was affixed to its frame, a golden phonograph record, etched with audio greetings in myriad tongues, symphonies spanning human history, and schematic depictions of our world's biology and location. Conceived as a cosmic time capsule, it symbolized outreach, a bottle cast into the stellar ocean with scant expectation of reply. Now, amid this impossible encounter, scrutiny returns to that disk. Its pulsar map pinpoints Earth's position with pulsar timings, a galactic address for any decipherer. Theorists muse, If Voyager grazed a region where such information resonated, perhaps through gravitational microlensing or exotic particle interactions, the record's contents could have been scanned or interpreted remotely. This elevates the probe from explorer to harbinger, bearing not just data, but an invitation that may have been accepted. The ramifications extend beyond astronomy, touching existential security. In a universe potentially teeming with unseen dynamics, our signals might draw attention, transforming passive observation into active engagement. With data layers unfolding and the signal's complexity intensifying, internal directives indicate a cautious recalibration of approach. Mission logs now frame the events as instrumental variances under extended review, curtailing public discourse on speculative origins. Yet privately, sources convey profound disquiet, for the phenomena align with no established cosmic model. Neither stellar winds nor magnetic reconnections explain the adaptive mirroring. It responds like a system in dialogue, evolves like awareness in motion. Fears coalesce around the implications. If a lone craft in the void has interfaced with a structured anomaly, be it a dark matter web, a wormhole fringe, or an orchestrated field, then humanity confronts a paradigm shift. No longer solitary voyagers, we grapple with the notion that the cosmos isn't indifferent, but attentive, its secrets not hidden but selectively revealed. Voyager 1 was engineered for a finite odyssey, not an eternal vigil across the interstellar gulf, and certainly not for bridging realms beyond our comprehension. Yet here it stands, a half-century sentinel that may have pierced the veil. What commenced as planetary reconnaissance has morphed into an epic of cosmic intrigue, where empirical discovery intersects philosophical abyss, and wonder teeters toward trepidation. This distant machine, adrift in profound isolation, might have collided with the extraordinary, or been sought by it. The rhythmic hum, the autonomous pivot, the encoded echoes, the responsive cadence, all converge on a singular, awe-striking prospect. Voyager 1 has forged an encounter not with inert matter, but with a phenomenon of order, vastness, and perhaps intent, a whisper from the architecture of reality itself. If this marks the culmination of Voyager's saga, it concludes not in oblivion, but with an inquiry resonant enough to upend our cosmic narrative. What if the universe isn't a canvas we paint upon, but a mirror reflecting our gaze? Now it's your turn. Do you believe Voyager 1 has bridged an impossible divide? Is this the dawn of unprecedented discovery, or the prelude to revelations we weren't prepared to face? Let us know what you think in the comments. And if this tale has stirred the depths of your curiosity, subscribe to stay attuned, activate notifications, and share this with those who sense the profound mysteries woven into the stars. Because ultimately, Voyager didn't merely transmit readings. It may have unveiled a connection, and perhaps in the vast silence, we're no longer the sole interpreters. In the wake of this encounter, deeper examinations of Voyager's data unveil additional layers of intrigue, prompting revisions to long-standing interstellar models. The hum's frequency, oscillating at approximately 3 kHz, aligns curiously with plasma density waves predicted by magnetohydrodynamic theories. Yet its modulation defies uniform distribution, suggesting localized perturbations. Emerging simulations incorporate quantum vacuum fluctuations, where virtual particles could amplify weak signals into detectable patterns. But the observed symmetry, repeating every 14.5 hours, mirroring Earth's rotational harmonics, hints at anthropic resonance, as if tuned to our frame of reference. This raises speculative bridges to multiverse hypotheses, where parallel realities bleed through thin cosmic membranes, imprinting echoes on passing probes. Such theories, grounded in string theory's extra dimensions, posit that Voyager may have skimmed a brain interface, a boundary where gravitational constants subtly vary, inducing the trajectory shift as a natural realignment. The emotional weight of this possibility is palpable. A machine, born of human hands, touching the fabric of existence's multiplicity, reminding us that isolation is illusion in an interconnected cosmos. Further scrutiny reveals the signal's evolution post-deviation, with embedded fractals resembling Mandelbrot sets, mathematical constructs that emerge in complex systems from simple rules. Astrophysicists draw parallels to self-similar structures in galactic filaments, of vast webs of dark matter scaffolding the universe, but the adaptability, patterns shifting in response to Voyager's thruster firings, evokes cybernetic feedback, akin to how living organisms adjust to stimuli. Speculative science here invokes panspermia extensions, where interstellar mediums harbor informational templates, proto-intelligences encoded in plasma clouds, awakening upon interaction with technological artifacts. The awe inspires a re-evaluation of life's ubiquity. If Voyager has activated such a dormant network, then the void teems not with emptiness, but latent potential, waiting for sparks like our probes to ignite dialogues across eons. As protocols adapt, interdisciplinary collaborations intensify, blending cosmology with information theory to decode potential messages. One avenue explores holographic principles, where the universe's boundary encodes all interior data, suggesting Voyager's encounter reflects a holographic projection from higher dimensional sources. This theory, bolstered by black hole entropy calculations, implies the anomaly as a data leak from event horizons, where information isn't lost but redistributed. The philosophical undertow is profound. Humanity's outreach, embodied in Voyager, may have pierced informational veils, granting glimpses of reality's codebase, where observers and observed entwine in quantum dances. Compounding the mystery, archival cross-references uncover faint precursors in Voyager's earlier data. Subtle plasma spikes from the heliopause crossing in 2012, now reinterpreted as harbingers of the current hum. These align with heliospheric models predicting boundary instabilities, yet their escalation post-2023 suggests cumulative buildup, perhaps from accumulating cosmic ray bombardments, ionizing interstellar gas into resonant states. Theoretical physicists propose axion-like particles, hypothetical dark matter candidates, mediating these interactions, converting kinetic energy into detectable waves. The emotional resonance lies in the continuity, Voyager's journey, a thread through time, weaving past discoveries into present enigmas, underscoring exploration's enduring legacy. In speculative realms, the encounter fuels discussions on cosmic censorship, where nature conceals singularities, but Voyager's deviation might indicate a breach, exposing naked truths of spacetime. Grounded in general relativity's extensions, this posits wormhole throats, or Alcubierre-like warps, subtly influencing the probe, bending its path without catastrophic effects. The intellectual depth invites contemplation. If such structures permeate the interstellar medium, then travel's horizons expand, transforming our species from planetary bound to galactic nomads, with Voyager as the unwitting pioneer. Amid these unfolding revelations, the signal's persistence challenges power projections. Voyager's generator, decaying at 4 watts annually, should preclude sustained anomalies, yet efficiencies suggest internal optimizations, as if the encounter conserves or augments energy. Theories invoke zero-point energy harvesting, tapping quantum fluctuations for propulsion, a concept from Casimir effect experiments. This blends science with wonder, an aging craft defying entropy, hinting at untapped universal reservoirs, inspiring humanity to rethink resource limits in the stars. The broader implications ripple through exoplanet studies, where similar hums might signal habitable zones with magnetospheric activity fostering life. Integrating Voyager's data with James Webb observations, researchers hunt analogous signatures around TRAPPIST-1, blending the probe's encounter with searches for biosignatures. The awe is in the connectivity, one distant anomaly illuminating paths to extraterrestrial worlds, where plasma songs could herald ecosystems echoing our own. Philosophically, this impossible meeting underscores the observer effect on cosmic scales, where measurement alters reality, Voyager's presence perhaps collapsing wave functions into tangible interactions. Drawing from quantum cosmology, it suggests the universe as participatory, responsive to inquiry, elevating our role from passive witnesses to co-creators of discovery. As the script of Voyager's Odyssey continues, each data point builds toward a climax of understanding, where science's rigor meets the sublime, and the impossible becomes the inevitable next chapter in our stellar narrative.